to tapped enemies. Okay. Dungeon, damage, Fortune's Favor. Guns Blazing, gain 5 stacks of strut. Each stack gains 5% haste, has no recovery time. What? 174 damage. So, Yasuo does more single target damage with his ult, but she does more AoE with hers. Gain 5 haste for overcharge use. Rush forward random amount. Randomly over 6 shots. Okay, so she's got 6 upgrade points. First off, strut. Each stack of strut also gives crit chance. Her A1. Applying a fresh tap of tapped, generates 5 overcharge, generates evasion. Gain a stack of strut per active tapped buff in combat when tapped is applied. Deals an additional damage if they're high health. Fancy footwork. 2 times, over 2 shots, generates 10 overcharge. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, this, okay, so 2 times is better than love tap, but it does not generate overcharge. Okay. Shredder. Guns Blazing. Response goes at 25. First time, next time at 12. Heals or increases crit chance. Do crit chance. I feel like we might be using Shredder. Each shot applies a stack of Sunder, increasing the physical damage taken. Adds a stack of Strut. Let's do that. Alright, what about runes? Alright, what runes does she get? So we got Gunslinger or Bounty Hunter for her choices. Crit, gain overcharge on crit, applies ignite on crit, begins battle with high crit chance for 1 turn, reduce recovery time by half on a killing blow, evaded attack will generate 20 overcharge, applies ignite on crit. I like that. Crit and ignite on crit, let's try that out. Alright, what about her equipment? Shock and Awe, Captain's Jacket, Orange Ring, Fishbone Necklace. Let's give that to MF since we've got her in the party right now. Ignite MF report. Take me a second. Alright, if I have her for the dungeon map, what do we got? That. Okay. Assemble Fortune's crew, travel to the Watchtower. Oh, not down the elevator, over this way. Feral Flare, what year is this? Is Feral Flare from LoL? I'm not familiar with that one. Is there another way to the Watchtower? Hold on, let's look at the slums map. So, I mean, it looks like I can go there right there. But, like, the gate's blocked. What am I supposed to do? Assemble Fortune's crew. Do I just run around and talk to people? I'm honestly not sure what I'm supposed to do right now. see what's out here. Is this just a balcony or something? Oh, there's some stuff. Got some potions, might come in handy. I feel like those revival potions will be like, you know, some big boss fight where we need to res people a whole lot. Go to the pub where the sailors are drinking. It was in the cutscene. The pub where sailors are drinking. Okay. Remember, we're already left, yes. I remember the cutscene, but I don't... Yeah, I do remember that cutscene. I don't remember its location. Because at that point, we hadn't played them, so we didn't know where they were.
Ilavi, does your god ever test animals?
Does my... No. No, Nagakaboros does not test beasts.
That's a shame. Brom's known quite a few worthy Elnuks.
Okay. The Great Sapphilite Heist. The account will meet us at nightfall. He's bringing a diagram with the location of the Sermago Vault. You bring the charm, make sure it's for love and not lust, and he won't bother us about the side effects for a week at least. Happy customer and all that. Good night, Mutt. Going to alert now. Good night, Gandhi. My supplier is collecting the gear. You and I will need to get our hands on the prize. Climbing spikes, glass cutters, knockout gas, etc. Let me know if you have any personal requests. I've obtained a pair of drakeskin gloves with a petrocite resin coating. This should allow me to empty the sapphilite into vials quite easily. Bring protection of your own. I don't recommend getting sapphilite on your skin. Keep low, Garam. If we survive this, we'll be richer than the River King himself, or life. See, I'm so confused. It says travel to Watchtower, but we couldn't go into the Watchtower, so this is me confused. Shady bar. Alright, so this guy is basically like a bonfire. This is Baron's Rest, finest tavern this side of slaughtered dogs. We got rooms, drinks, and entertainment, everything a sailor could want and a little more. All kinds of secrets, ruminations, the tall tales, all the juice tidbits I tell you. I haven't heard anything, it's actually pretty boring here. Okay. Sell that. That could be a buff to someone. Serpent's Ring. Okay, so these are upgrades. Okay, so let's go to equipment really quickly. This guy... Oh, if I give him this, he loses the constant health regen thing. I could try it. Compare this to equipped. I think it's a damage increase. Try that out. Door to the bathroom sealed tight. A young man gets excited when he sees your approach. What's this? Well, if it isn't a hardy gang of adventurers, seeking fortune, trying to make a name, the stories you could tell could probably fuel a bard for a lifetime. Name's Tybalt. Tybalt Orkney. Pleasure. You're a bard? Aren't you kind of young? Yes, well, I am a bard. Unproven, that is. I came to this city to learn. A port city must have all kinds of travelers and tales, but, well, Bilgewater isn't exactly full of friendly and helpful people now, is it? Not like back home, he says wistfully. One night, I went to a tavern and saw a performer there and talked with him after. I thought I found a mentor, but instead all I found was a drunk. Took what money I had and even my instrument when I was indisposed. Chalk it up to experience, I guess, he says and shrugs. Maybe one day I'll make a tale out of it. Yes, an upside-down night at Bilgewater. No, that's terrible. He says and looks off at a wall. Why don't you track down the guy that took your stuff? I tried, believe me, he says, and lets out a long sigh. Apparently I'm not the first one he's hoodwinked. He does it when he's about to ship out at sea. There's no telling where or when he'll wash ashore, and in any case, I'm a lover, not a fighter. I'm a bard, he says. What is this quest? What if I help you become a better bard? You do? I wasn't trying to get you to pity me by telling you about me getting robbed, if you're wondering, but, well, with all that's gone wrong, I'll take what I can get. I've been hard at work on a ballad as of late, and I got stuck. The feelings are there, but the words just won't come out. But I got a performance lined up here at Baron's Rest, and I need to have something ready. Unfortunately, I have no instrument to play. I wouldn't know where to even find one. Heard anyone playing lately? The market seems like a lively place. I'd check there. And one more thing that would be useful, a nice copy of some source material would make writing the dang ballad a whole lot easier. Don't let any poet tell you we're original. We're all con artists of a sort, he says and smiles nervously. A good story to serve as a base for my ballad. It could really be the key ingredient. I don't think the average vendor in Bilgewater would carry such a thing, but one with more individualized selections out of the commoner's eye, they might have something. Thank you kindly once again for agreeing to help. You have your tasks and I have mine. I'll sit here figuring this ballad out. Once my quill connects to my heart, the words will flow freely. That sounds like a quest I won't get done. You see a janitor sweeping an empty room. No shows today? Check back later, he says, and goes back to sweeping. Something awful happened to the last singer here. Don't even want to think about it. People perform here? Aye, this is the stage here, he motions behind him. Can't say it's much, but at least it's something. Okay. Cashman Gaming, thank you for the raid. Mukluk Douglas, but that'll be Reginald Esquire the Fourth. This is Todd's Festivals the Third. Welcome to you, Cash Man to the lab. Hope you enjoy. Your entertainment is on the way. Crank up the speakers. Don't touch the speakers. Giveaways every week. Please take a seat, but you'll only need the edge. Welcome. A burly, surly man stands in front of the door at the end of the hall. What do you want? What's behind the door? None of your damn business. That's what's behind the door. Why don't you turn around and forget you ever came here? I am the freaking owner of this city. Rude. Is there a journal that will tell me more about my current step? Okay, there's a journal, and it appears to be filled with nothing. Alright, that's just like... Okay. How's it going? Right now I'm trying to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing. It says travel to the Watchtower, but the gate to the Watchtower is locked, and it says assemble the crew, and I don't know what to do. So right now we are wandering and trying to find something to do. I'm too busy to talk to you, out of my way. The chef is too busy to even notice you. Why are you grouchy? Why am I grouchy? Because I'm surrounded by idiots with zero understanding of my craft. Now get out of here before I put you in a pot. Back away slowly. Okay, I don't think what we need is in the kitchen. Good morning, Mukluk. Good morning, KO. How are you? Second floor, Grifter's Corner. Oh, what's in this dish you brought me? It's mariner stew, like you ordered. Like I ordered, huh? It says shellfish in it. I said no shellfish. Get this out of my sight. Yes, sir. Bring me something good from the kitchen. How can he be so rude? A solitary diner sits at a large booth, mumbling to himself. He notices you and speaks. I thought you were the damn waitress again. Don't sneak up on people like that, you little eel. You don't like shellfish? Do you really want to know? He asks irate. I can go into great detail. Yeah. It's not that I don't enjoy shellfish, which is that shellfish and I often find ourselves in disagreement. It starts with a rumble, and what comes out next ain't pretty. It's allergic. Why are you so angry? He holds up his plate to you. Do you see food? Do you see a juicy fresh fish here? Is there a gulper fish on my plate? I don't know, maybe the hunger has blinded me, but I don't see any fish on my table. You come here hungry and you're basically hostage. Service has always been garbage by the lady's beard. On the table is a key with the symbol of 2 crossed daggers. What are you staring at? My empty plate? Why don't you take it back to that incompetent cook and shove it in front of his ugly face? Ask about the key. Why the hell does that concern you? If I so much as see your hand lingering near that key at all, you'll have a bloody stump instead, by the lady's beard. You notice a tattoo of crossed daggers on the side of his neck with the same symbol as the key on the table. Can I buy the key? Yes, you can, because I like you so much, I'll give you a fair price. He smiles, and one of his gold teeth glistens. 1 million coins. I can't afford that. I see, then we're done here. New quest, get the key. Several bottles of varying sizes are laid out carefully on the counter. The bottles all have the same picture of a plunder crab, claws in the air with an oyster on both sides of it. Feeling weary, traveler? Why don't you pull up a seat and try a free sample of our seafarer's seltzer, said a man at the table. What's in it? Glad you asked. Our drink comes from sea creatures themselves, all sorts of types. Clams, oysters, plunder crabs, eels. We'll take a little of what makes them taste so great and mix it with tonic. Essentially, it's a drink that tastes like fish. That sounds disgusting. A spirited response, but I assure you we've taken measures to make sure it isn't overpowering. What'll it be? Would you like to try a sample first, or would you like to go straight to the punch and purchase a bottle? Try a sample. The man pours a small amount from an already opened bottle onto a saucer. The smell of fish is overpowering, with no other flavor to balance it out. As the drink slides down, the taste not only remains, it grows stronger. Well, he asked, this drink is terrible. We will see what the market has to say about that. When you got down to the elevator, I think you could have went left. Maybe the Watchtower has a path there. Okay. I will go look. I mean, we went down, I think, 2 elevators, so I'm not sure which one you mean, but I'll go try to look. Oh, is this it? Oh my goodness. Look at it. So, yeah, there was a path up here. Okay. So the map has 2 levels. The map basically has a first floor and a second floor, and I didn't see the first floor path because it was covered. Thank you. This place looks a lot better than some other parts of Bilgewater. That's the Watchtower District for you. The district is on a higher elevation than some of the slums down below, so the people down below feel like they're being watched and being judged. It doesn't help that Graham has a giant telescope in his place. That's one of your crew? That's right. Graham's place is on the upper left level in the northwest part of the district. He's my navigator. Isabel is on the low level in the southeast part of the district. She's a cannoneer and really good at the devices and gadgets. Once we scoop up those 2, we should be ready to set sail. It'll be nice to meet more friendly faces. Good night, Wise.
One of these days, we're going to have a proper government building here.
You remind me of a great warrior queen from the Freljord, Captain Fortune.
Oh, really? Can she also shoot a bottle from 100 yards?
She probably could.
He's like, sure, why not? What is that symbol? Gondola network. So it's like a fast travel of some sort? I was supposed to go to the northwest and the southeast. I gotta say, the scenery here is impressive. They did a lot in the background. Gang wars are bad for business, part 3. Thona, the twice drowned came today. They figured out we started hunting again, so they wanted protection money and dock fees. I told them we gave it to the Blade Breakers. They got angry and smashed everything. They beat Cal and Nani black and blue. My head's ringing too. Makoff got hurt real bad. He can't see or talk. I'm going to see if they can help him at Barber's. Come as soon as you can. Signed, Gabe. There's an elevator there. Here's the telescope. Can I inspect it? This telescope, used mostly for stargazing at night, during the days reveals the wild, warm sky above Bilgewater. Gabe and Thona, I hope you, Seth, the fight between the Blade Breakers and the 2 Drown got out of hand. I serve on 2 boats for come to your employ, seen a lot, but the neighborhood is too dangerous now, even for me. Fights most days, most house and shop near all burned down. Sorry, but I but go. You nice bosses, be safe. Nani. Aww. Uh-oh, place is trashed. Graham? Graham, what happened? Graham. Perhaps he did not have adequate notice visitors are coming. Help me look around for clues. The chair's been kicked over. Papers strewn around like they were looking for something. Prawn Pralines, the sweetheart of all dock workers, another one of Chef Torvald's most famous foods. Shrimp for dessert? Yes, please. Shell, clean, behead, and remove the tails of enough prawns to fill your cooking dish. Chop up prawns to be bite-sized if necessary, sprinkle with salt, and mix. Use a bottle of cheap, bold wine, adding to a sauce pot with a couple cups of sugar, boil it until it is a syrup. Sprinkle some chopped parsley into the prawns before then carefully pouring the wine caramel sauce over the prawns in your cooking dish. Arrange and pack the prawns so that they are evenly covered in the sauce. Place in a hot oven uncovered. Stir often to prevent caramel from setting. Monitor carefully until the meat gets a lacquered sheen of sugar and then immediately remove. Serve in a bowl, hot. Clearly, this is what we came for. Money and gem bags left untouched. They weren't here for money. Most of his cartographer tools and navigation maps are missing. Who would kidnap a navigator? There's blood on the bed. Not a lot. Ah, there's drag marks leading from the bed to the window. Pry bar marks under the wooden pane of the window. It was forced open from the outside. The front door looked fine. They must have dragged him outside through the window. There must be something on the other side of the window outside. A signet with a hook on it. I recognize it. From the Jagged Hooks. Gangplank's gang. His former gang. They've been in disarray since he disappeared. They've been overtures before, but this is open hostility. Perhaps understanding their motivation will give us an advantage? They haven't sent over a ransom, so I doubt that's it. Graham's the best navigator I have. I seriously doubt they'd really hurt him. He's too valuable to them. If they think they could just take him from me, they've got another thing coming. They can't keep him hostage. We're going to go and take him back. They've got to be holed up in our old warehouse. We'll take a gondola there. Let's go. Take a gondola to the warehouse. And we still need to find the other person. But I mean... I guess we could do the gondola thing first. A very, very small part of me is reminded of Lion's Arch 1.0 because of the buildings made out of boats. Jagged Hook Warehouse. This is where the Jagged Hooks work out of? One of the places. Not very impressive. They've been scrambling to recover since Gangplank was removed. Rest. New rest conversation.
You should rest.
You are right, Ilawi. Grom will try harder.
You don't seem yourself. You worry.
Yes. For my people.
You are doing all that you can for them. I know you will succeed. Now ease your mind. Perhaps with a story.
Let's see. On the nighttime, it makes me recall stories of... the Voice Eater. A legendary beast that eats people alive, crying out their final words in their own voice. It is said many in the Freljord have vanished
Similar to
in the dark of the
Fiddlesticks.
night, chasing after the voices of those they've lost. That is why we have a saying. Do not answer the voices in the dark.
That's horrifying.
That is terrifying.
Well, it is just a story. But you're right. Brom feels much better now. Good night, Ilawi.
Now she can't. She's like, now I'm gonna be up all night thinking about the Voice Eater. Thanks, you jerk. The surgeon suggested I write down my account and discard it, give my fierce form, and let them go. I'm willing to try anything before madness takes me. It was the end of a long voyage. We were a convoy of 4 ships coming finally home to port in Bilgewater. At the last moment, a storm came upon us, and we battened hatches. The black swells were tall and icy, but a bolt of thunder illuminated a shadow beneath, a giant of the sea clad in iron. No one else saw it, but I did. That nightmare had eyes that burned like coal. Then the first ship splintered. A massive hook and anchor was embedded midship of the Gale Runner. There was a sound like a cannonade as the hull cracked wide open. Panic followed. We lost 2 more vessels. Those who could still clamber took to the longboats and abandoned our injured on deck. I heard them screaming as the waves closed over them. I swear by my only son, I am now married to the land. I don't understand how you... That would be the equivalent of me being like, I swear to Gabe. What? Gabe doesn't care. Bilgewater's own Sarah Fortune in the flesh. What brings you to our humble abode? Word is that some coward took one of my crew hostage. Figures I'd find you and your sorry excuse for a crew behind it, Jet. You've got ambition, but you should know better than to cross me. You of all people know the jagged hooks aren't to be trifled with. Be reasonable and we can remedy the situation. If you have hurt one hair on Graham's head, who says you're gonna even get a chance to see him? Open fire. Oh god. What is that thing? Seems like some sort of Hextech weapon. I wouldn't want to be caught out in the open with that thing training on us. Those men are weak without their technology. They have no will to back up their power. All the same, it looks like cover still works. At least there's that. There's got to be a way to reach him. Come on. This is a interesting strategy they've got. Does that work? I've never done that before. Shot them multiple times? Oh, they're full health.
Your defeat will be your greatest lesson.
I can't hit them because they're stealthed. I guess just defend.
One down.
What do you mean one down? He barely scratched her. This is to cleanse the poisons.
You fight for yourself. Brom fights for his family. It's good to have friends.
Let's try Misfortune's ultimate. Bullet time.
No mercy. Another one down.
I loved that. Like, I loosely knew what to expect there, but that was animated brilliantly.
Bury me at sea.
That'll teach ya.